Hey everyone, welcome back to 1 Cent Sports Cards YouTube channel. Today I am doing another review video and set guide for the brand new set 2020 Panini Select. So we're going to get right into it today. So let me switch over to my awesome PowerPoint and then we will get started. So 2020 Panini Select. This is the official set guide and review, and at the end of this we will be doing the exclusive Sensational Set Rating. That is exclusive to the 1 Cent Sports Cards YouTube channel. If you're not familiar with what that is, basically what we do is we take 10 different categories and review the set against those categories. So those would be everything from card quality to overall value, production, odds, all sorts of different categories. We will give it a scale of 1 to 10 in each category, and we will add up each of the individual scores, which will give us a final Sensational Set Ranking score, which will allow us to know how good this set lines up on an individual basis and how it lines up against the other sets that have come out in the 2020 season. But before we get to that, let's review the Panini Select set. So in this review, what we'll be covering is set highlights, buying formats, key cards, what cards you should be looking for in there, go over who should be collecting, who should not be collecting. We will also cover off on the different insert subsets, what the autos are in the auto checklist. We will cover off on the relics, which there's some pretty cool ones in this set. We will also cover off on the teams to target in breaks. What that means is I have gone through the set lists and gone through the team set lists and have targeted 6 teams that I would recommend you look into to maximize your odds on hitting a good break if you're buying into breaks like on eBay or something like that. Then finally, we will cover off on the set positives and the negatives to the set. Most sets have both of them, and that will bring us to the 1 Cent Sensational Set Rating. And then we will show you how this set, Panini Select, lines up versus all of the other sets that have been released in 2020 so far. So let's get into what the highlights are for this set. First of all, you need to know that this is an Optichrome set, and it is its first standalone set since 2013. So it's been 7 years since this set has come out, and it is an all chrome set. So in the set, there are 250 cards that are broke down into 3 different tiers. There are the base cards, which are numbered 1 through 100. They're going to be the most common cards that you find in the set. Then it bumps up to Premier, which is cards 101 through 200, a little bit tougher, a little bit more short print. Think Topps Gold label, very similar to that tier, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And then finally you have the Diamond cards, which are the high number sets. They will be the most rare ones to pull. Those are cards number 201 through 250. We kind of went over this already, but last year and for a few years past, this was a subset of Panini Chronicles. And so now what Panini has done has expanded it into a standalone set again for the first time since 2013. In a hobby box, which is the only format that you can buy into right now, you will find 2 autos and 2 relics. And the other neat thing about this set is there is a large parallel rainbow in true Panini fashion, tons of different parallels. We're going to go over all of those. And then the other thing is this set does have tons of rookies in it. It's got veteran players. It's also got Hall of Famers, and all of those, you're going to get autos for all of those. So a neat auto set that you'll find in this. And then we also have the Phenom insert set, which features MLB prospects. So we've got everything from prospects to Hall of Famers in this set, and those are kind of some of the set highlights. So let's cover off on those parallels real quick. So in the parallels, what we have are for base and premier parallels, what you get, and keep in mind that's the first 2 levels of the of the checklist. So cards 1 through 200. There's Holo, there is Scope, which is going to be retail only. Then you've got Zebra, which is hobby only. And then we've got number breakdown from 199 all the way to Gold Vinyl 1 of 1. So you've got everything from red, blue, neon green, white, Carolina blue, the Cracked Ice, which is hobby only. Those are numbered to 25. Tie-dye, the orange Pulsars, pink, gold, green. I mean, we've got a big rainbow in here. And then when you get to the diamond parallels, the rainbow contracts a little bit. You get to a cosmic die cut, and then you get to a holo and a holo die cut, which is what you see over there on the right. And then you also have the zebra and the gold vinyl parallels as well. Interestingly enough, in the diamond parallels, they do not look that they are numbered. So that was kind of interesting to me, but they do not look like they are numbered. So we'll continue on here, the buying format. So first and foremost, you've got the hobby format. Now, in a hobby box, what you're going to find, you can buy a case too. A case comes with 12 boxes. But in each hobby box, what you're going to find is 12 packs and 5 cards per pack. So a total of 60 cards. The original manufacturer's suggested retail price on this was $120, but it is currently selling for about $220. So if you got in real early, you could have got these for $120. Very few people did. The going rate on this was about $200. So if you think about that, the cost per card was $2 MSRP, and currently it's at $3.67 and a cost per card price, which is pretty high. But remember, you do get two in every hobby box. You're guaranteed to get 2 autos, 2 relics, and 9 different parallel cards. And you'll get all sorts of the different tiers in the checklist. Now for retail, I do believe there's going to be retail, but there is very little information that you will find about retail at this time. But when you look at the different sell sheets and stuff that are available online, what you will find is there are hobby exclusive cards, which indicates retail boxes are going to be available. And then it also, on Beckett right now, it is stating that the scope parallels are exclusive to retail. But go try and find what the format is, how many cards will be in that. I would expect that you would probably find a $20 to $40 box, which will probably include 1 auto and maybe 1 pack of cards, maybe up to 10 or something like that. But for now, not a lot of information about retail, but I do expect it to be out there, and I do expect this to be on shelves fairly quickly. So let's take a look and cut up this checklist a little bit and see which cards we should be chasing. So these are going to be the key cards you're looking at. For our base set, card number 7, you've got Bo Bichette. Card number 12, you've got Shogo Akiyama, which is his first card that you will find. He is a Japanese all-star pitcher for like 5 seasons. So this will be his first set. I do believe that he is only found in Panini at this point. He's a little bit of an older prospect, but cool that they've got him in here. So that'll be his first card. And then you've got Luis Roberts rookie card and Gavin Lux. I didn't put the RC there, but that is his rookie card as well. Then you've got the parallels and the autos, short prints, relics, inserts. So the key cards in this are going to be the Premier and Diamond tier parallels. So those would be your higher number checklist and the parallels of those. I do think that you'll find them, but those will be the ones people will be looking for the most, that will probably hold non-auto cards and relics. They will be the ones that hold the most value. The rookie signatures autos, that's one of the auto subsets, which has a ton of different rookies. I believe it's like 62 cards total. The launch angle autos, which we will cover off on those in a minute, but you can see what those look like over to the right. And then you've got X Factor material signatures. Those are cards that have patches and signatures on them of veteran stars in the league right now. Then you've got what is, I think, kind of neat, the 1993 Retro Select Material Relic cards. So those will have a very retro feel to them. And then, of course, the Phenoms inserts, which will have all of your prospect cards. Continuing on, with Panini Select, this is who I think should be buying into this set. First of all and foremost, auto collectors. You are guaranteed 2 autos in every box, which at the manufacturer's suggested retail price is pretty good at $120. At $200, it's a little less attractive, but when you take a look at the auto checklists that are available in Select, some very good autos in here, guys. So definitely auto collectors. Then of course relic collectors, because there are 2 guaranteed in every box as well. And the relics are really kind of neat. A lot of jumbo relics, patch relics, all sorts of different relics in this one. And then of course, because of the parallel rainbow, we've got a very deep rainbow. If you like parallels and if you like chrome cards, this is a very, very cool set to collect. These cards are going to be beautiful. It is a higher end Panini set, so definitely the rainbow on these should be pretty good. Then the other people that should be collecting this are insert collectors. There are a ton of different inserts in this set, and they're all kind of neat inserts as well. We're going to cover off on those, and the neat thing about them is they cover off from everything from phenoms to Hall of Famers. And then of course, people who like shiny things, chrome cards, optichrome cards, that's what all of these will be. They're going to be nice thick cards, just beautiful, beautiful cards. So if you like shiny things, this is definitely a set for you. And I do believe that if you are a fan of the 2020 rookie class, you have all of the big names in there, everyone from Luis Robert to a few, more than a couple rookie cards that aren't found in any Topps products yet. So Panini covering off on that international market a little bit more better than Topps has been lately. So definitely be on the lookout for the rookie cards that are in the 2020 Panini Select set. But then that brings us to who shouldn't be collecting. I think first and foremost, traditional card design enthusiasts. So if you like flagship sets, environmental shots of players in their day-to-day life as a ball player, this is not the design for you. Most of them are going to be on this high design, and it's just not, it's not a traditional card look. Very beautiful cards, but it may not be for everyone. Also, if you are someone that likes Major League Baseball logos, there's no logos on Panini baseball cards across the board. So do not be looking for logo. If you got to have the logo, stick with Topps. They're the only people that can give it to you. Most people know that by now. And then kind of going back to the traditional card design, the full photography fans, there are virtually no environment to these cards design. So you've got what almost looks like a superimposed baseball player on top of a graphic design, very little stadium in the background, very, very little environment. So if you like that sort of look on a card, this is probably a set to steer clear of. The other thing I would say is budget-minded collectors. So once again, as has been the case all 2020 season, hobby prices are inflated. The boxes are already $100 over their manufacturer's suggested retail price, and the other problem is there's no clear direction on the retail formats that anyone can find online, which I think Panini has kind of missed the boat on that a little bit. So with that in mind, if you are a budget-minded collector, if you can find this in hobby, or if you can find this in retail, then I think you would be okay to buy some of this. But with the inflated prices, probably better sets that you can get into elsewhere. And then the other thing I would say is if you are a speculator / investor, this is an unproven set. It's being released for the first time since 2013. It does seem to have some hype around it, but every new product this year seems to have hype around it. And I do believe that as an unproven set, 4, 5, 6, 7 years down the road, if it does not succeed the way that Panini hopes it does, this may become one of those forgotten sets, and the card values may suffer as a result. So if I was a speculator, I would stay away from these. So let's cover off on inserts now. So with inserts, we have quite a few of them. First, there's going to be the 25-man insert. It's a 25-card set. Imagine that. Parallels to hollow, gold, and gold vinyl. There are the artistic impression sets, so those will be artist renditions of players. It's a 10-card set, does not have any parallels. Then there's the Hot Rookies 25-card set. That will have a few parallels. It's got the Cosmic die cut, the Holo die cut, Zebra, and Gold vinyl. Again, most of those inserts are not numbered, so keep that in mind. We've got the Moonshots, which is going to feature home run hitters. That's a 20-card set. Parallels of Holo, Gold, and Gold vinyl. The Golds are numbered to 10. Then my favorite one, actually, this is the Phenomenon. We'll get to my favorite one next. This is a 15-card set, Holo, Gold, Gold vinyl. That features big stars in the major leagues already. And then we get to the Phenom set, which is a 25-card set, which features nothing but prospects. You've got Cosmic die cut, Holo die cut, Zebra, and Gold vinyl. Again, none of those are numbered. The Select Stars, that's going to be a 15-card set. Those will be Hall of Famers and whatnot. You can see the parallels on there. Then you've got Sensations, again, the Holo, Gold, and Gold vinyl parallels. And then finally Sparks, which is what you see over to the right. That is also the Holo, Gold, and Gold vinyl parallels. So that's our insert set. The one thing missing from these is that numbered parallel rainbow. So keep that in mind. Very little numbered cards in the insert sets this year. Now we're going to get onto the autographs. And for autographs, there's a ton of different autograph sets, guys. First, we have Launch Angle, which does have an interesting setup to it. So Launch Angle has a seven color rainbow. There's the base cards, which are numbered to 250, but there's only 2 base cards, and those are Aquino and Alvarez. Then when you get into the rainbow, the Holo, you've got a 9-card set, which are numbered to 199. You've got the Tricolor, which is only an 8-card set. That's numbered to 99. You've got Cracked Ice, numbered to 25, 9-card set. Gold, Green, and Gold vinyl, each numbered 10, 5, and 1 of 1 respectively, and they are a 9-card set. So kind of odd that we go from 9 to 8 to 2, but that's the way it is working out with this set this year. And then we also have the rookie jersey autos, which I think you'll find plenty of these. It is a 62-card set. The base are going to be numbered to 209 or less. Then we have a more traditional rainbow setup. So you've got the Holo, the Tricolor, the Cracked Ice, Orange, Pulsar, which those should look amazing. The Gold, the Green, and the Gold vinyl. Now on for more autographs. We have the rookie signatures, which is a 9-card set. So that is going to be hold on, we're gonna go back. So there's the rookie jersey, which will be patches, and then there's the rookie signatures, which is a 9-card set. So those will not have the patch on them. Obviously we have the parallels that you can see there: Holo, Tricolor, Cracked Ice, Gold, Green, and Gold vinyl. Then we have signature materials. This is going to be a 9-card set. So this will be patch and signatures and autos as well. It's a 9-card set. They're each numbered to 99 or less, with a 6-color rainbow, with it getting progressively harder to hit in a pack. Then we have the signatures set, which will not include the patches, and that's going to be a 20-card set. They're each numbered to 199, and we of course have the 6-color rainbow again. More autographs, guys. We have the Sparks signatures, so those are going to be signature versions of the Sparks insert, and that is a 40-card set. It is numbered to 199 with a 5-color parallel going all the way down to the Gold vinyl. Then we have the X Factor materials signatures, so that is the X Factor insert as well, with a patch. You can see what those look like to the right over there with Juan Soto. Just a beautiful, beautiful card. I believe that is the gold card, but this one also kind of works like Launch Angle does. It's an 8-card set as a base set, numbered to 99 or less, but as you can see, when you get into the parallels of this, the set actually expands all the way up to, for example, with the gold vinyl, a 16 card set numbered to 1 of 1. And then with green, you're at 14 cards, gold's at 11 cards, cracked ice is at 12, tricolor is at 8, and hollow is at 9. So interestingly enough, the 1 of 1 actually is a 16 card set. So definitely be on the lookout for the X Factor ones. And then we go over to the Relics. So these will not have signatures on them, but we have some pretty sweet Relics hitting the Panini Select set here in 2020. First is going to be the 1993 Retro Select Materials. It's a 20 card set with a parallel of hollow, tricolor, cracked ice, gold, green, and gold vinyl. Then we have the rookie jumbo swatch, which is what you see over to the right. These should be fairly common in each box that you open. It is a 48 card set, and then there are parallels of hollow, tricolor, cracked ice, gold, green, and gold vinyl. And then we have select swatches. So those will be the other ones, which I think will be pretty common box to box, but you've got the same parallel rainbow that we've gone over as well. And so now we kind of covered off on Relics there pretty quick, but now as people, this will be a set that gets broke a lot. And a lot of people are going to be buying into cases of this stuff. So the question becomes, which teams, if you're buying into non-randomized breaks, do you want to target that you can kind of get the most value for your dollar? First of all, the Chicago White Sox. Of all teams, the Chicago White Sox have more autos in it than any other team in this set. They've got 15 autos. There are 13 different base cards, 11 different inserts, and of course you've got Robert as a card that you can hit. The White Sox are probably going to be a fairly pretty penny because of this setup, but if you can swing it and get it for the right price, the White Sox will probably return good results on almost every break. Then we've got the Houston Astros. Now, the reason I have the Houston Astros on here, they only have 7 autos. They do have an Alvarez auto on there, but they do have 10 base cards. And if you like the inserts, which the inserts are pretty cool, they've got a high number of inserts in there. They've got 13 different inserts, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And then the Dodgers, which seem to be a team that in any 2020 set is a pretty good team to target in a break. You've got 11 different autos you could hit in there, 13 base cards, 11 different inserts, so a solid team to buy there. Then you've also got the Los Angeles Angels. Now, the Angels only have 6 autos, but they do have 14 inserts, and out of those inserts, there's a few Adele ones, and there's even Adele autographs. So the Angels, I think, are actually based upon some of the names that are in the set and the fact that you can pull Adele autos. There's not a Mike Trout auto, but there is an Adele auto in there. So pretty sneaky team, if you ask me, that if you can pull off, you may not hit an auto, but you very much could hit an Adele parallel, which would be pretty awesome. And then some of those insert ones are pretty awesome as well. So the Angels, I think, are kind of my sneaky good team that I would buy into breaks. Then we've got the Padres, which, by the way, of course, the Padres have a lot of young players. There's 13 autos. A lot of those autos are very good autos. You're talking Tatis, you're talking Machado, and they also have 10 base cards, so definitely be on the lookout for those. And then, of course, the Washington Nationals. Now, this is another sneaky good team. They've only got 6 autos, but out of those 6 autos, 3 of them are Juan Soto's. Obviously, Juan Soto, a very popular auto to pull in a break, would make your break 2 or 3 times over automatically. And they've got 9 inserts, so another kind of sneaky good team there. A lot of people are going to get turned off that they only have 6 autos. But if you look at that checklist, 3 of them are Sotos. So definitely be on the lookout for getting the Nationals at a bargain price if you can. So let's take a look at the set as a whole and just say, what are the positives of this set? For me, I think it's a solid base set checklist. The rookie lineup is the most complete yet for the 2020 season. What I mean by that is you've got all of your big names. You've got Gavin Lux, you've got Jordan, you've got Bichette, you've got Robert, but you also have a few additional rookies that you're not going to find in top sets yet. A lot of those are the Japanese international players, so be on the lookout for those, because I do think that as your rookie class of 2020 continues to develop, the Panini is a little bit ahead of Topps on that. The other thing I'll say is it's a decent price per hit in a hobby box. Even though the hobby boxes are up around $200 right now, keep in mind you do get 4 hits and 9 parallels. So not a bad price. They're going to be fun packs to open. If you think about that, there is only 12 packs in the box and you're getting 9 parallels and 4 hits. So every pack is going to have something cool in it. So it'll make fun to watch breaks. It's going to be fun to buy into breaks on this stuff. Everyone's going to walk away somewhat of a winner and feel like they got a special card out of this. So a decent price per hit in the hobby box. And then I do believe that it is a beautiful card design. And in the Optichrome, I can't wait to see these in person. In that Optichrome paper stock, I think these are just going to really pop. So definitely a beautiful card design. Not a traditional design, but as a graphic design, I do feel they've done a real good job with it this year. A solid array of parallels this year, a nice rainbow on the entire base checklist. I do think it would have been nice if they would have put more numbered cards into the insert checklist, but hey, we can't have everything. And then I would also say that the relics are numbered, and there's a lot of different relics. Obviously, if you're going to get two per box, that you will have a ton of relics in this thing, and a lot of them are numbered, and they look to be pretty cool. And then I would also say that Select as a set has been a popular set in other sports. It is in high demand in basketball. It's in high demand in football. So there could be a lot of crossover popularity happening here. And if it takes off like it has in some of those other sports, it takes off like that in baseball, this could be a very in-demand set by midsummer that will be hard to get your hands on. So if the cross popularity happens there, especially with the checklist, with the rookie checklist and with some of these parallels and with the auto checklist, I think that this set could be a sleeper set. And then finally, the insert sets, although there is the lack of numbered parallels, they do a great job of mixing Hall of Fame, mixing in Hall of Famers, and it's not supposed to say parallels here. That's supposed to say prospects, not parallels. So it mixes everything from prospects to Hall of Famers to current stars to rookies. It does a great job covering the gamut of the sport. But there, of course, is always negatives as well, so let's cover off on those. One, I think it is a high cost per card. We covered off on that as $3.67 for a card is crazy, especially from a Panini set. But keep in mind, that's the inflated price. If you get it at MSRP, it's a little bit more reasonable. But regardless, I do think it's a high cost per card. The other thing is it's an unproven set in baseball. It's its first baseball release in 7 years. There's a reason why they got rid of it 7 years ago, I assume, but they are bringing it back. So we'll see if it can kind of piggyback on the popularity in other sports, but it's unproven in baseball. The other thing, which we didn't cover off on earlier, is the diamond level cards. That's cards number 201 through 250. That particular part of the checklist lacks sought-after rookie cards, which is weird to me because those are the hardest cards to pull. So you would think that they would have put some really big rookie names in there. However, they did not. Most of the cards are veteran players, which, as most of us know that follow the hobby, although we love getting our veteran players, their cards don't hold a ton of value. So to make those the most valuable cards that you could pull seems a little odd to me. I think the biggest rookie you can pull is like Anthony K out of that set. So a little odd that they didn't throw in at least one of the big names, whether it was Robert or whether it was Bichette, but they did not do that. So interesting little miss there, if you ask me. The other thing is obviously no logos throughout the Panini product line. As you can see, Ronald Acuna looks great on the right, but he looks even better when he has a Braves logo on his jersey. I also think it's a negative that the prices have become inflated for the hobby boxes. If you watch my Bowman review, again, this is investors and speculators buying up stuff with the intent to resell, and it's part of the hobby in 2020. I think it's going to correct itself, so we'll see where we go with that. And then the other thing is there's a ton of unnumbered parallel cards throughout the base set and the insert sets as well. So yes, there's a lot of parallels, but they're not numbered. I think like the first 4 or 5, the hollow, the zebra, they're going to look great, but I always appreciate if you're going to make a parallel, go ahead and give it a number. But if the Donruss 2020 set was any indication, a lot of those unnumbered parallels do not hold much more value than the base card itself, because no one knows what the print run was. But I think Panini has a strategy of making sure that hitting something that looks neat, cool, and a little bit just not like a base card in every pack is a very important thing. So they are following that trend here with Panini Select. So that brings us to the 1 cent sensational set rating. Now again, like I said, this is where we are going to break everything down into 10 different categories and give each category a score of 1 to 10. We will add up the scores and we will come up with a final score, which will be Panini Select's sensational set rating for 2020. So let's take a look. The 10 different categories are appeal, base checklist, inserts, parallels, variations, auto checklist, pack odds and production, card quality, historical value, artistic value, and cost value. So let's dig into this here real quick. With the appeal, it's a Panini set. A lot of people get turned off because of the no logo thing. It's a little bit of a higher end set, definitely not a flagship or anything like that. So although the prices have become inflated and all that, and I think people are in demand, especially because of the pandemic shutdown, and people are just itching to get their hands on new cards, I think there's a little bit of fever pitch around Select. But when I look at this holistically, I do not see this as a broad appeal set for everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a 6.5. The base checklist, I'm going to give it a 7. I would have gone higher with it, but the fact that those diamond cards do not have a lot of rookie cards or cards that a lot of people are going to be chasing real hard because of the lack of rookies in it, I'm going to give it a couple points off for that, but I'm still going to give it a 7. The checklist itself, with the rookie lineup that it does have in the lower tiers, I think it's the most complete rookie lineup. They did a great job with the stars that are in the set, the proven veterans and whatnot. The insert sets, the inserts look really cool this year. I'm going to go ahead and give that a 9. The only knock on the inserts is the parallels are not the unnumbered. The fact that there's so many unnumbered ones is a little bit of a bummer, but I do think the parallels look amazing this year. They did a great job on them, and the big takeaway from those is they go from prospects to rookies to stars to Hall of Famers. They've got everything in those insert sets, so that's really, really cool. The parallels and variations. I love that there's a gigantic rainbow on these, and I do think that they've done a great job with that. I take a couple points off because of the fact that there are unnumbered parallels, and there's maybe a little bit too many of those, but I do think they're going to be beautiful, and I do think that it is a Select. I am not sure what the photo variations and stuff will be, but knowing Panini, they're going to have some in there which will make them even more fun. So I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8. I'm also giving the auto checklist an 8, again, because you can get Hall of Famers, you can get prospects, all sorts of different autos you can find. Yes, there's a little bit of filler in the auto checklist, but a lot of good autos in there from names that you would want to pull. So definitely a great auto checklist. We're going to give that an 8. The pack odds and production, I'm going to give that a 7. Not really sure what the odds are going to be on this yet, and I do not think that they're going to print a ton of this. However, with that being said, because it is Panini and it is going to end up in retail, I do think that you got to take a little bit off there and hedge your bets a little bit, but it is a little bit of a higher end set for Panini, so we'll see. So I go ahead and give that a 7. Card quality, it's Optichrome, guys. Some people love it, some people maybe not so much. The one knock I have on it is it kind of scratches easily, but overall, the Optichrome cards are beautiful, so I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8. Historical value, really hard to judge here. I'm giving it a 5.5. I think it's going to hold a little bit more value because of the fact that the set is a little bit of a higher end set. It's got really nice autos in it. I think that they've tiered out the checklist the right way. But again, I still have to hedge my bet. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 5.5. It is Panini. It doesn't have logos. Panini doesn't hold quite the value that Topps brand does. So I can't go too high with it. With the artistic value, I think they've done a fantastic job on the card design. Some people I don't think are going to like it, but my opinion is that they've done a good job with the graphic design. They've made the inserts look really nice. The relics, Panini is fantastic at doing relics. So I'll go ahead and give it a 7. And then finally, the cost value, I'm going to give it a 7 as well. You've got 2 autos and 2 relics, so 4 hits coming out of every hobby box, which even at $200 is still better than a lot of Topps products that you would give you. So considering that, and considering the amount of parallels that you're going to get in this, and considering that I do believe it's going to show up in retail in some sort of format, I do think that the cost value on this is going to be pretty good. I think everyone's going to be pretty satisfied with the boxes that they put. So what is our final rating for the Sensational Set Rating Panini Select 2020? Here's how we do this. It's obviously on a scale of 1 to 100. So if it is between the final score of 86 to 100, that is a 5-star set, meaning you ought to stop watching this video, go out and buy as much of this stuff as you possibly can, because there are very few sets that are going to beat this set. Then we get to the 4-star sets, which is a very solid set, one that I would recommend to buy into, one that I would hedge my bets on, one that maybe if you're looking at it and you're going, I can't really afford it, that you get on eBay, maybe buy some singles. And then we get down to 3, which is a solid set still, but maybe one that if it's not really your bag, that you pass on it. And then finally, there are the 1 and 2-star, which I would recommend to stay away from unless there's a particular reason why you want to be in them. 2-star, maybe you buy in because you like the design. So where does Panini Select fall? Well, guys, our final rating for Panini Select 2020 is going to be a 73. So 73 lands us very well into a 4-star set. Kind of middle of the road 4-star set. I think Panini has done a fantastic job with this set. I think you could collect the entire base set. You've got the 3 different tiers. You've got autos coming out of this thing. You've got Optichrome, so nice and shiny. You've got a beautiful card design, and you've got everything from prospects to Hall of Famers and everything in between. Nice big jumbo patches, tons of relics. Tons of signed jersey patches and all sorts of different things in here, guys. Something for everyone in this set. So I go ahead and give it a 73. So how does that line up with all the other sets that have come out so far in 2020? Well, it firmly lands in 2nd place so far, barely beating out Topps Gypsy Queen. With a score of 73. Gypsy Queen had a score of 72. So, and then of course Bowman, which we reviewed a couple days ago. If you haven't watched that, you can go on my channel and view that. But Bowman is sitting up at 82. So Bowman is leading out the competition pretty well. But a nice race for 2nd place. Panini Select, I'm going to throw right into 2nd place. So we have 2 brand new sets, both coming out on the same week, both ranked 1 and 2 currently in my 2020 set rankings. And so that is my review and set guide for Panini Select 2020. You guys, if you like this video, throw over to first, hit that like button for it. We're going to be doing a lot of these review videos coming up. We're going to do the in-depth on every one of them. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you know when the reviews come out. That will help you make a much better educated decision about what sets you should be buying into, what teams you should be targeting in breaks, if this is a set that you really do or do not want to get into, help you save money, help you target the cards that you really should be targeting in the set. you guys have any other ideas for what to include in these sensational set ratings and set guides and reviews, definitely leave a comment below. So with that, guys, that is the review. I am going to go ahead and sign off, but before I do, I hope you all are being good with your families and friends. Hope that in your personal pack rips that you guys are pulling some fire and having some good luck on those. And until the next time, I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. We will talk to you soon. Take care.